Because number one, we about to analyze this because it's just meant to be analyzed because it's ridiculous as fuck. He's over here talking about. Look, number one, let's look at this picture. This picture, he is not in a park. He's not in a park. This picture, I mean, this was taken in 2022. Rumi Tankian was apparently born in 2014. So that means, how old is he at this point? 14, okay, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So he's 8 years old. 8 years old when this was made, this video was made. Number one, an 8 year old, how often do you see 8 year olds writing on these little fucking things? No, I'm just saying because the atmosphere of it, the atmosphere. Number one, it's like comedic. He's like slightly, not subtly. It's kind of like in your face, but he's trying to make it seem like it's subtle. He's trying to make it seem like it's a subtle, like joke, like it's just a subtle, like he's being subtle about it, but it's in your face. Um, Number one, like, what kind of attire is this at a park? Like, I'm confused. Why is he's like at some fucking park, probably in like Australia or California or something, and just some random ass fucking park, some random ass fucking like recess park for like toddlers, because this is the type of stuff you see toddlers riding in, not 8 year olds. 8 year olds are like playing tag and shit and fucking like stepping it up to monkey bars and shit. This is toddler shit. So, look.
Hi, I'm Serj Tankian. I'm here to introduce another one of my songs off my new EP, Perplexed Cities. On my previous EP, Last the City, I had a song.
Number one, why does he say you know? Like, I'm just saying, like, you have to listen to those fillers. Like, those fillers sound like insecure fillers. Like, he's been caught. You know what I'm talking about? Like, those fillers when you've been caught. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on.
Rumi about my son. And on this one, I have a song called Rumi Loves
And
His.
then he says Rumi about my son. Like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it just sounds like nobody knows he has a son. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't know, something just doesn't add up. Like, this entire video just doesn't add up.
Cars. Because he loves his cars. And
Why does he say it like that? Why does he say, hold on, listen again.
Perplexed Cities. On my previous EP, Last the City, I had a song called Rumi about my son. And on this one, I have a song called Rumi Loves His Cars. Because he loves his cars. And
Why does he say it like that? Because he loves his cars. Like he has to clarify it. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, the song name is literally Rumi Loves His Cars. So why does he have to like clarify it? Like, I'm confused. Like, something's just not adding up. Like, it's like do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, he's saying it as if people are rushing to him and hollering and demanding. Like, what does that mean? What does Rumi Loves His Cars mean? Like, what's the what's the meaning behind that? So he has to clarify it by saying, because he loves his cars in like this tone. He says it in this tone like he's a fucking baby, not an 8 year old. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, he's a 2 year old, not an 8 year old. Like, he says it like that in this tone of like, because he loves his cars. Like, I don't know, like, it's like a fucking like, he's talking about a fucking baby, not a whole ass fucking like grown child about to like reach puberty in literally like 3 years, 3 or 4 fucking years. Like, hold on.
it's a father talking to his son.
The third person. That is what catches it. The third person. What is the point in that? What is the point in that? Why are you saying a father talking to a son? Like, you're detached. You're detached from the reality of you being a father to a son. Do y'all understand what I mean? Do y'all understand why I've been calling this man a full blown homosexual with a CGI kid? Because nobody says that. I have been alive for 30 fucking years, and my mom and my dad, neither of them, actually, so many fathers and mothers, actually, the overwhelming majority of parents don't speak about themselves and their children in third person. I have never in my entire life heard my mom like speaking to someone else about me and saying like it's a mother speaking to her son. Like it just doesn't like it sounds absurd as fuck. Hold on.
talking to his son, kind of again, but in a different way.
What does he mean by that? And number two, the fillers, the kind of kind of again but in a different way. What do you mean a different way? Like what do you mean a different way? Like he sounds like he's nervous because let's just say that Rumi is real. CPS could take him away. Let's just say that Rumi is real. CPS could take him fucking away because that shit makes no fucking sense. Like he's associating this child with like apocalyptic imagery and war and just like complex like collegiate subjects and shit that have nothing to do with being fucking 8 years old. So, and what does that mean in a different way? Like that, what do you mean? Like, so are you claiming that you're being unconventional when it comes to being a fucking father? Which is technically, in other words, illegal, like you're abusing your fucking child? Do you understand what I'm talking about? In a different way. Like, my mom has never, actually, I don't know any parents. While I was growing up, other kids had parents, and no parent sat there and said, oh, well, I speak, it's a mother talking to his son in a different way. In a different way, though. Like, what? What do you mean in a different way? Do y'all understand what I mean by this? In a different way? What do you mean by that?
And showing the kind of positive and negative elements of
And why is
your
he smiling while saying this? I'm just saying, and then the positive and negative elements. Like, what are you talking about? Like, who says that? Who's that? Like, he's talking about his kid. Like, he's a fucking PowerPoint presentation, in a fucking like this is like his final art thesis for art school or something or like music school, and he's like talking about his son like he's a fucking like essay. I don't know how to describe it. Like he's like trying like it just doesn't make sense. Like
being a toddler or a kid growing up.
and that's where we go. That's where hold on.
Elements of being a toddler or a kid growing up.
How do you and
Biting.
I asked someone this just literally the other day because I was showing him this video and I asked him like because apparently he has a son and I was like, would you confuse if your child was 8 and you were speaking about an 8-year-old child? Would you seriously sit there and confuse your child and say that your child is fucking a toddler at age 8? Like, how do you confuse that at that age? Say, oh, it's kind of the positive and negative elements of being a toddler or a kid growing up. How do you mix that up? How do you mix that up? Like, I don't remember at any time when I was 8 years old, my mom mixing things up and saying, like, oh, he's a toddler. No, no, I mean a kid. He's a toddler. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, at that age, like, you don't call your child a toddler. A toddler. While you have this absurd ass fucking, like, toddler imagery in the background. This right here.
But the love of certain things, and it's that balance.
He sounds like he doesn't have a fucking kid. The love of certain things. And it's that balance. Like, what are you talking about? The balance of children. Like, what are you talking about? I'm so confused. What do you mean it's that balance of kids? Like, what do you mean? And talking about the fighting and the biting and the kicking and the slapping and the scratching and the punching and the torturing and the murdering. Like, it's like, okay, is your child a dog or is he a toddler or a kid?
And enjoying parenthood as an artist, as a musician, as a songwriter. And so.
And the way he says it, it sounds like it's literally a project of his. Like, Rumi is a project. Like, he's an art project. He's a fucking CGI. He's not a fucking real fucking child. That's what it sounds like.
Without further ado, Rumi loves his cause.
If I were a child, I'd be like, Daddy, what are you doing?
Cars dancing, surrounded by the train tracks. Rumi loves his cars, surrounded by the train tracks. Rumi loves
And then he
his.
just cuts it off. Like, I just don't get it. And this part right here, this part where he Serj Tankian limited who can comment on this publication. Why? Because he's gonna get called the fuck out. He's gonna get called the fuck out, and that's the only reason why he cut it off. What a fucking troll, dude. Like, how is he not trolling, dude? Like, that is a whole ass fake baby. That is a fake fucking baby. He ain't got no fucking baby. Like, what the fuck is that? He ain't got no fucking baby. He don't got no damn fucking baby. Let's look up his. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let's look up his wife's Facebook. Hold on, her only fucking Facebook, dude. Do you see what I'm talking about? Like, bitch, how is your husband a multimillionaire and one of the most famous one of the most famous heavy metal lead singers of all time, and this is it? 8 comments, 8 likes and 2 comments, 3 likes, 9 likes. Like, do you understand what I'm talking about? 9 likes, 3 likes, 3 comments, 4 likes. Like, how are you so irrelevant as the wife of a multimillionaire person that has billions of views? Like, how are you so irrelevant when your husband has billions of views? Billions. I'm talking about billions, not just like 2 or 3 views, but billions of views. Actually, I've noticed this, people on Facebook that aren't even that fucking famous, they're not even famous. Like, they're just your regular, everyday fucking people, dude. They're your everyday fucking people. They'll be getting like 200, 300 fucking likes per post and shit. 300 fucking likes per fucking post and fucking like picture. And these are people that are just your everyday fucking people. They're not even like ultra fucking famous to the point that they have billions. I'm talking about billions of views. 1 like, 5 likes, 1 like. Like, what the fuck? And this is a public profile. Like, I can comment on it and like it. 1 sad face, 1 like, 3 likes, 2 likes, 2 likes, 4 likes, 2 likes, 2 likes, 6 likes, 5 likes. Do you understand what I'm talking about? How do you manage to just get the attention of like 2 or 3 people out of billions, and you're the fucking wife of a man that has billions of views and millions of followers? Irrelevant ass fucking bitch. And so is Rumi, that fake ass fucking baby. This child is fake. He's fake. He's a CGI. He's fake. They're both fake. She's fake. They're fake. They're fake. They're fake. Yes, it might look real, because CGI can make things look fucking real. CGI and AI generated images can make something look fucking real as fuck and undeniably fucking real. But this is fake. This is fucking fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's fake. It's just fake. It's just fake. That's just what it is. It's fake. It's just fake. She's fake. She's not real. She doesn't exist.